So Tim, when you look at the defensive performance on Saturday, what was the biggest difference in your mind from some high point totals earlier in the season to holding Penn State down to 14 on Saturday? What was the biggest difference?
Oh, we tackled well. We fit our gaps. I thought our defensive line did a good job of holding the point. For the most part, not giving them any seams, which allowed our linebackers to flow, which in turn allowed our safeties to flow. So, we went up front. Just like we've been successful in some other games, it usually always starts up front, and that's what's the case Saturday.
Tim talked about the shuffling you had to do in the defensive backfield. Just talk about some of the guys that came in off the bench and performed for you.
Yeah, Mosley did a good job, obviously, and he plays a ton, though. Really don't consider him a backup per se. Now Kwani, he doesn't play much, and coming in on our third down and us not missing a beat was critical. So, but we expect that. Kwani's a senior, he's worked his tail off and he got his opportunity and he came through, so I'm extremely proud of him.
Talk about Clayton Pajama a little bit. He's really worked his way up into more and more playing time as the season has gone along. How's he been able to do that?
Yeah, Clayton's a tough kid. He plays hard. He's usually where he needs to be in terms of, understanding his keys and his progression. So he's gotten better week in and week out, and as he continues to grow, he's continued to get more and more playing time. So, I think, he's not the biggest guy that you'll see, but he's definitely a gritty kid, and he has a lot of want to in him.
Wish you landed Justin Jackson at this point?
Yeah, probably. It'd be nice to have him on our squad. So, great player. He's going to be really, really special as he continues to grow and get older. But he's a really good player. Plays hard. He's very physical, got great vision. He's special, no doubt about it.
Simeon's out. What do you see from those backup quarterbacks in the limited time you've seen them?
Well, they didn't really miss a beat with the other kid coming in terms of how they utilized them. They still ran the zone read. They still pushed the ball down the field. They did a lot of the same deal. The other kid, he's probably a little bit, like our guy. He's probably a little bit more of a runner. A little bit more athletic, but he can throw it just good enough to keep you honest. So I think between the two of them, they'll probably play both of them, and, we'll have to be prepared and ready to go to be successful.
What's changed in the last 2 weeks? Notre Dame especially, compared to their struggles early in the year, what have you seen?
Yeah, well, the running back, again, has made some hay. He's kept him honest because he's been able to run the ball. I think their offensive line is doing a great job of creating some seams, but that quarterback was playing at a truly high level. He's making a lot of plays. The wide receivers are making plays, down the field. So they just really was in a groove. Notre Dame's obviously a good team, and those guys just did a good job of, fighting and keeping it close, and obviously they pulled the victory out.
How much progress have you seen the last couple of weeks? I know you gave a bunch of yards to Iowa, but how much can we put in that one game or kind of series of games?
Yeah, I think we've gotten better. I think, I'll continue to say the stats don't always, show exactly where we're at, but I think we've gotten better. I think our kids have kept their head high, regardless of the circumstances, and if you keep doing that, usually good things happen. And, I think we're starting to play our best ball down the back end, but we know we still got one more to go to try to finish this thing the right way.